things like flaxseed oil, you shouldn't really apply to heat, right? So those are better for salad dressings. Pumpkin seeds oil is kind of on that mix. Sesame seed oil can go either way, right? That's great in salad dressings. It's great for Asian cooking, Asian style cooking. Olive oil can go either way, but again, that's got a low smoke point. But things like coconut oil can go either way, and coconut oil has a medium smoke point, so let's say like 375, 400 degrees. So it will smoke, but you know, a lot of times what we'll do too is we'll blend a couple oils when we're cooking. We'll take the canola oil, because it's got a high smoke point, and then we'll add a little butter, or we'll add a little olive oil to it to kind of give it a little better flavor. Other things like avocado oil is a great oil to cook with. Grapeseed oil. To me, some of those, when you get some of those seed oils like sunflower seeds, they're good to cook with. They have high smoke points, but to me the flavor imparts a lot on your food. So if that's not what you want, don't do it. But they're great in salads. I prefer them cold in salads or as toppings to canapes or something like that. Or if I'm just finishing a dish off with something like a truffle oil or something like that, I'm not cooking with that stuff just because, one, they're expensive, and if I burn my stuff up, I've wasted some money. Two, I don't always want that flavor in my food. I want it to be part of the dish and not the dish.
Of any of the, say, more like commonplace oils that you could easily grab off of a shelf at a local grocery store, what's probably the fussiest one to work
as far
with?
as like
in terms of smoke point and maybe in terms of flavor and how overpowering it can be? And
I think people have a misconception with olive oil because I think they believe that it has a high smoke point, which it doesn't. But it's not fussy to work with as long as you understand that it's low saute, medium saute type stuff. I would say probably, well, I learned the hard way with flaxseed oil. I cooked with it and I ate it and I about threw up all over the place. And I got sick and I had to go to the doctor like, oh yeah, you should be cooking with that. So some of those, if you don't really know what you're doing with some of those oils, then you need to research them a little bit better. Like coconut oil is great for if you want to bake. You can replace that and put that in your cakes. But again, you're gonna have a little coconut flavor. A big one that's right now that you can get at the stores that I'm seeing is ghee, which is a clarified butter fat with the milk solids removed. That's always something really good to cook with. It's close to butter. It's got the fat, solid milks, the milk solids removed, so it doesn't burn up as much, and it just acts more like oil when it melts out. You can obviously see the color difference. The olive oil has that olive green color a little to it, and then your canola oil has nothing to it. You shake the pan, and it moves around. See, this is a little bit more benefit of something that's a more natural oil. It's a little more non-stick than normal oil. There's still plenty of oil in this pan. This chicken doesn't want to move. You're not going to roast most things over 350 degrees in your oven, so a lot of those oils, even olive oil, all those oils are still going to be pretty good for you. If you're using the broiler in your oven, that's when you're going to want to pay attention. If you have let's say you're using a steak and you want to do it in a broiler because it's cold outside, you want to get the grill out and you want to put a little olive oil on it, that's not going to be the best move because you're going to be close to the flame. It's going to be 500 degrees. It's really going to start smoking. It's not that it's necessarily going to burn your food right away, but your house is going to fill up with smoke.